Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's Tuesday at 4 o'clock. It's time for gym class. Me and my cat Schmutz are here waiting for some of you to come join us. If you're watching this video later on and you're not watching it on Tuesday at 4 o'clock or in that vicinity, then you can fast forward to the beginning of the class when after we're done with our warm-up. Remember, as always, when you come on, let me know you're here so I can say hi. I was going to do class outside today, but it's a little cool and a little windy out. So we're going to do it from inside my living room right now. One thing about having a microphone and wind is that the air blows on the microphone. You won't be able to hear me. You just hear like that. So while we're waiting, if you come on, feel free to loosen up a little bit, get warm. You won't need anything with you today except some space, a nice open place for you to crawl around on or roll around on. Yesterday in my karate class, we did a lot of things on the floor. So I thought that we'd do some more things like that today during gym. We're going to do sort of a moving around low on the ground class. You know, when I was a kid, I would play on the ground all the time. As a matter of fact, earlier today, if you've been paying attention to these videos, you know I'm building something in my backyard. So I was out there today working on my patio, and you know what I had to do? I had to crawl around a lot. I was crawling around on my hands and knees, crawling, digging, lifting, crawling some more, lifting, carrying, digging some more, pouring, dumping, raking, shoveling, all kinds of moves. All of those things are like exercise, you know, and the more I do them, the stronger my muscles get. So that's why I exercise. How about you? You might find out that if you're just playing, it's like exercise. Working is like exercise, but so is playing. Playing in a game with your friends like tag, or playing a game of basketball, or I don't know, any of the games you might play on the playground with your friends. Those are all making your body move, and they're fun, but they're also exercise. So let's do a little bit today. So like I said, we're going to get on the ground today. We're going to crawl around a little bit. Sometimes I think of this a little bit like the superhero workout the other day. Remember when we did that? If you watched my superhero class, we did one where we had to pretend to move around like different superheroes. Well, you know Spider-Man? He's super flexible, very strong. Of course, he flies through the air and he does all those things, but he also crawls a lot. Now, he can crawl up and down walls. Well, we're not going to do that. But we can crawl around on the floor, sort of like Spider-Man, and try some of his cool poses. So let's start out like this. First thing I want you to do is put your hands on the floor and then get up on your toes like this. I call this the frog position. All right? And all you have to do is, I'm going to turn a little sideways here so you can see it, is put one leg a little farther out to the side. Now, I've got my knuckles on the ground like this. You could have your hands flat. But I'm going to put one leg out to the side like this. And see, this one's bent, and that one's straight out there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the other way, walking on my hands, and just going to make my leg straight. And I'm going to slide back and forth like that. Slide back and forth like that. Ooh. And you hear Sensei Dave's muscles are cracking and popping a little bit. I bet yours don't do that. Oh, back and forth. And every time I do it, I kind of sink down. This looks a little bit more like a Spider-Man pose. Imagine if I had my little web fingers out. Shift the other way. So I make this leg straight, and the other leg is bent. And I'm up on my toes like this on this foot, see? Trying to get lower and lower. Nice. All right, now let's do a little more of a kind of lizard walk. Now, you might not know this if you're not a superhero fan or a comic book fan. One of Spider-Man's biggest enemies is a lizard. He's a lizard man. He crawls around. He can run on both feet, but we're going to pretend to be a lizard. So I'm going to get down like this on my hands. You remember how to do the bear crawl? Well, I'm going to put one foot way in the front like this, almost so I'm stepping past my hand. Now watch this. I'm going to crawl and switch. See that? This leg's really straight, and this hand and knee are really close together. So if I do it again, so now I might pretend also that I'm climbing up the wall. I'm going to turn around and go the other way, like Spider-Man, right? Really spread out, big. In karate class, we call this the dragon walk. So, crawling big like a lizard or a dragon. And then I'm going to turn around and go the other way. If you've got a bigger room, you can keep going straight. Look how far apart my hands and feet are. I'm really stretching out big. I'm going to do that one more time, going the other way. One leg straight, one leg bent, and way close. Look, my knee is on top of my elbow. Oh. One more. Like that. Good. All right, now. So we did a little stretch, walk down like a dragon. Now, you know the bear crawl, right? When you do the bear crawl like this, show me how you crawl around like that bear crawl. Just going around. So I'm going to show you some different ways to do the bear crawl that maybe you haven't thought of before. See how I turn around? All right, come on back to the middle. Let me show you another way to do that. You can bear crawl with your legs straight. Wait a minute, what do you mean by that? Well, let me show you. If I put my hands on the ground and make my legs straight like that, kind of up on my toes, and then I can walk one hand in, or one foot in and one hand in, and I just kind of do the same walk, but I keep my legs straight like this. And I try to get my hands and feet close together. But if you do it right, your legs are straight, not bent like this. Straight like that. My hands are out in front of me, keeping me from falling over. Whew. Maybe one more time, going across the room, straight leg bear crawl. All right, kneel down. Now, how about another way to do that? And then we can put some things together. Let's try going sideways in the bear crawl. Or we could make a box. So if I start like this, and I'm going to go sideways across the room. Then I'm going back. How fast can you go? Going back again. I'm just going the size of my carpet until I run out of space, and then going back again. One more time. Sideways bear crawl. Oh, nice job. Now, how about this? What if we do the sideways bear crawl, but in the middle we do that frog thing we did at the beginning? So check this out. I'm going to do the bear crawl sideways, and then I'm going to jump my feet in and sink down and lift my hands off the floor. Whoa, and then put my hands down, jump back, and bear crawl again. So when I get to the middle of the room, I jump my feet to the front, and then I pick my hands up. Whoa, oh, try not to fall over backwards. Put your hands back down, jump your feet back, and bear crawl the other way. Whoa. Now, I bet you kids, for some of you, this part isn't so hard to do. That's all right. All right, I'm going to stand up. Whew. Shake your legs out. How's that feel? So those are different ways you can crawl around on the floor. And could you crawl around on the grass outside? Yeah, totally. So moving around on the ground makes your body get pretty strong. So pretend to be an animal. If you ever come to my karate class, you might see us do that. We do some of our moves where we pretend to be kind of like an animal. And the animals, or moving like animals, helps us make up different ways to make our body strong. Can you think of an animal you could pretend to be? That maybe you could do some exercise? You know what I did yesterday in karate class? Monkey. So here's the monkey move we did. This is for my karate students who already did this before. But if you sink down with your hands on the ground and then you jump up with your hands, you don't come up all the way straight. You just sort of jump side to side and your hands flop up and then down. And you kind of bang on the floor. Keep your feet going side to side. And you could jump forwards, you could jump back, you could jump to the side, but you're jumping around like a monkey. And the lower you get, like this, boy, the more your legs work. I like that one. The monkey jump. So what do we got? We got a monkey jump. We've got a regular bear crawl. We've got a bear crawl with our legs straight. We've got a lizard walk. We have the Spider-Man stretch that we did at the beginning. And what else do we have? I think there's one more thing. We did the bear crawl and then we took our hands off the ground, right? Like the squat. So all different ways you can crawl around on the ground and move your body. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take some of those moves, and when you're going from one part of your house to another, instead of walking like a person, you try moving in one of the ways that we did today during gym class. Crawl in all the different ways you can imagine. And for those of you who know how to do what we did in karate last week, or this week, you could do the roll too, but we'll bring that another day. Tumbling class. All right, everybody. Great job. Nice quick workout today. Crawling exercises. Use them, get strong, and have fun. Have fun. I'll see you next time when we'll do a little more of this. Maybe we'll mix in some of our fitness trail, and we'll try some of the other things that I've done in the weeks past. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.